Hey, my name's Chuck Mills. This is an introduction to my channel, The Ultimate Man Day, a little bit of my background, and the reason I'm putting this channel together. So, I have lived a very full life, married, and have 3 sons and 5 grandchildren already. I have traveled the world. That is a blessed situation, all good experiences. For work, I actually traveled around the globe on one of my projects, leaving Chicago and flying to China and India and Ireland and then New York and then back to Chicago. So literally around the globe. I've pushed myself and challenged myself the whole time to try to be the best version of me. I'm a certified open water scuba diver. I'm a pilot, an instrument rated pilot. We've done several businesses, construction and consulting. Right now, at this phase in my life, I am self-employed. I worked for several fantastic companies over my lifetime, and each one of them has added into the pot, if you will, that makes up me. So I took all of that, stepped back as I left the workforce, and decided that maybe it was time for me to try to use all that knowledge that I had gained to give back, seek out men that might have experienced a challenge similar to mine. As I left the workforce, moving from an employee to a retired person, if you will, there was a transition there where I felt lost. I was very engaged in my work, doing multiple projects, global projects, working with people all around the world. The company I was working for was downsizing, and so I was let go. I think they called it RIF, reduction in force, but they treated me very well, no complaints. I got a severance and all of the good things that go with that, so no complaints from that. But in that transition period from being highly engaged to basically being unengaged, I needed something to fill that gap. I looked around at other people that had left at the same time I did for the same reasons, and over time I worked with them or met them and kind of reminisced about work and where we were, and I watched them age radically. And I thought, I do not want that for my life. I want to stay engaged. I want my mind to be sharp. And I attribute that to possibly a lack of purpose or direction. So that's why I created the Ultimate Man Day. An opportunity for me to maybe share some of the things that are working for me. Over time, those things may change. So what I'm looking to do is help people that want to make that transition from being highly engaged to being retired or being unengaged, if you will. So the idea behind the Ultimate Man Day is to get a vision. There's still some things that I had not accomplished in my life because I was working. And so with that in mind, I came up with a 4-step process to make sure I double check what's going on. And it's all in my book, The Ultimate Man Day. The first part is vision. Do you have a vision for where you want to go and what you want to do? Because if you don't have a vision, you will wander. Playing golf is great. Talking to the buddies is great. Going on a hike is great. But what happens after that? You still have more to give. So those are some of the motivations behind why I created Ultimate Man Day. Next thing is relationships. I found that super important to make sure that your relationships are in order, especially at that transition time. Are you good with your family? Do you have friends that you should keep, or are they toxic? Should you maybe consider some new friends or different friends? And then who are your mentors? Everybody needs a coach, someone to help them on their path. The next part is finances. Having no income, even though I had planned, I had no debt. I was highly blessed. There's that uncertainty about, okay, is it going to be enough? What do I do? Where do I go? And the last part is leadership. And I chose those four, with leadership being last, because you can have a vision and great relationships and money, but if you don't have a way to communicate that to others, you're kind of stuck, or you can only go so far. And I liken that to an example a mentor of mine years ago had. And he said there's a point where you transition from being a doer into a leader. And that's where you can communicate your ideas and have others help you accomplish those. I hope that helps you to understand who I am a little bit and why I did this. I look forward to your comments and look forward to working with you in the future, in whatever that is, through my videos or anything else that we have to offer. Thank you.